I'm sat with this beautiful hawthorn right next to the badger set, besieged by midges. This beautiful tree just gave me wisdom about how to hold joy and live a life of beauty when there is so much suffering in the world. And after she finished sharing, she dropped little petals upon my lap, saying that she shares my suffering and sending me love and joy. And this is Ingrid, the hawthorn tree, and one of three sisters that wanted to speak today. Thank you, three sisters. Deep bow of gratitude. My name is Ingrid, and I am one of three sisters of hawthorn that sit together right next to a badger set. And I've been asked the question, how to live life with joy and love and beauty, whilst also holding the suffering of the world in our hearts. Joy is the great bounty. It is absolutely necessary if we're to face into the suffering of the world. It's our buoyancy vest. It helps us to stay afloat and actually see the horizon. It helps us turn to see the horrors of the world. And without joy, we drown in the suffering. And there, we cannot help anyone. We need to be holy, sacred witness to the horrors that's going on. And the way that we can do that, the way to support us to do that, is to hold our joy and our gratitude in our hearts. And know that we have the privilege of living with beauty and joy and love in our everyday. So therefore it is our duty to live up to that. We cannot bear witness and speak up and speak out against the horrors we see. We can't hold it in our hearts if we do not have this joy as a resource. We will drown and turn away. And we have a responsibility, because we have the place in the world that gives us this privilege to be able to look and witness. And the joy in our hearts will help our hearts crack open to the horror of it all, so that we can be genuine and authentic witness. We can witness with our full humanity. Because in a world where humanity sometimes is devoid of existence, we look to Gaza right now, we look to the hearts of the men that are carrying out these atrocities. And to counter that hatred, we must find our joy and our love, because finding our joy helps us lead us to our love. And our love sits in our hearts. And we need to spread that joy and shine that joy in the world as a counter to all that where there is no humanity and no love and no joy. So it may feel, how dare you go to joy when there are so many in the world that are so in suffering. But who are you not to? It is absolutely imperative that you do. It's the thing that keeps you stable and rooted so that you won't be blown over by this tide of sorrow, by this tide of suffering. So we implore you, please find your joy and bring it into as many parts of your life and your world and your family and your friendship circles and your community and your country and your world as possible. This is how we defeat the forces that act without love, without joy, without humanity. This is how we do it. And the more of us that can stand as warriors of joy within this world, just like a tree root will push up through the concrete, so our joy and our love can break apart places of darkness and break it through and crack it open. And through our own joy and the observation of suffering of the other, we can then turn to our own shadow with the same premise. We are resilient and buoyant and able to look to the horizon and deep dive in and see where our places of shadow are and pour love and joy into those places too, so that our heart becomes alive with life, alive with love, and alive with joy. Open your heart to beauty, and open your heart to love, and open your heart to joy.